Alright guys, good morning. Today we're going to be working on the 55 and we got a bunch of little projects planned for it and we're going to do several different videos on it. In this video we are going to put in custom hood hinges. They're from Eddy Motorsports. They're aluminum hood hinges with the hydraulic cylinder to help the hood stay open. We're having a problem with this one with the original hood hinges and it's sagging and falling. And we're going to put them on this car and show you guys how they fit and how we install them without scratching the hood. That's important.
Sure is.
So let's do it.
So to start off, we're just adding some blue tape onto the corners and edges of the 55 Chevy. We're doing this because we want to protect the paint since we're doing this process after it's been painted. Anywhere that contact could occur when opening or closing the hood, we want to make sure that we protect the paint from any scratches or chips, just doing everything we can do to help ourselves in the future. So now you get to see the process of us taking off the hood, removing the bolts, taking off the actual hood itself, and then we're going to go back and take out the old hood hinges so we can put the new ones in.
Alright, so here's the hood hinge with the cylinder on it. Let me show you how to put that cylinder on real quick on the other side. So you've got your hood hinge. It comes compressed when they ship it. So just open it up by gently pulling on the outside arms there. And then that way you can get it to open up. And you just want to open it to the point where it lines up with these. Just push on it this way here to open it up a little bit, and then you want to make sure it's the same distance as the strut rod that we're putting on. And then if you look at the strut rod itself, it has these little clips that come off or go on here and come off. Basically, you snap it onto the ball here after you put a little grease in it, and then this clip will go through this hole here and through the other hole, and then just snaps down like that to lock it in place. And that the pin that goes across is what actually locks it in there. So you got to make sure you got that on there, otherwise it's going to pop off and your hood's going to fall. So I just take a Q-tip, put a little grease in there on both sides, and then you can snap it in. So this is the rear side of where it mounts to the firewall, and this will be the front facing to the radiator. So we are going to put the cylinder in with the small side facing the rear, and it literally just snaps on. Now that we've got the cylinder on, small side towards the back by the firewall, we're going to put our pin in. So you want the pin to slide in all the way to where it comes out the other side. You'll see it just start to pop out the back side there, and then take it over and snap it down, and then do the same thing for the other side. All right, so now we've got our hood hinge. We're getting ready to put it on the car. It's all polished aluminum. These things are absolutely beautiful and gorgeous. So we have already fit the original hood prior to painting with the original hood hinges. We knew how that car was going to go back together once we painted it. We're adding new hinges, so we don't know how they're going to fit. There's going to be some trial and error, there's going to be some moving up and down, and we don't want to scratch the areas where we're going to be doing our adjusting. We're going to put blue tape on our areas where the adjustments are, so as we adjust it and get it to fit the way we want, we don't scratch the hinge. Once we have everything fit the way we want it, we can tighten everything down, take one bolt at a time out, take our tape off, put the bolt back in, switch it, take this tape off, put the bolt back in. So this is just to protect the finish. Aluminum is very soft and it scratches very easy, so that's why we're doing this.
So now that we have the new hinges on the car, we are putting the hood back on. You can see we have a couple of towels laying down. This is another layer of protection to make sure that we don't scratch or chip any paint. Highly recommend putting something down. Although we taped it and we're both holding the corners to make sure nothing scratches, it's highly recommended to put either a blanket or rags or towels down just to make sure that in case anything happened, you have a backup plan. So we're just getting everything tightened in, and then in a minute we're going to do adjustments to test out how these hood hinges are going to open and close and get everything fitted better.
So the hinges are on. It's holding the hood up good, which is a problem we had with the original ones. The problem we have right now is the hinges on the firewall are pushed all the way up. We need to go down about a little bit less than a ½ inch. And I want to show you a problem we're running into that we got to do. Is part of this arm that goes down here. So this cylinder actually, when you lower the hood, is going to come down like this. It comes down when you close the hood and it comes up when you open the hood. The problem is we're hitting right here on both sides. So this little arc right here, we're gonna have to trim away so we can drop this down and get this to work and get everything to fit the way we want it to. To remove the metal, we're using a high-speed air die grinder. And we're removing a little bit of material each time and then checking to see if it will have enough clearance. And if we need to trim a little more, we can always go back.
After grinding away that excess material, we ended up touching up the paint. These hood hinges ended up working perfectly. They hold up the hood much better than the previous hood hinges did. And on top of that, they are just a beautiful addition to the car.
Be right back. I'm gonna take a break, get some lunch. Red Hots. They are on.
Louder.
What?
Louder.
Oh, louder. So we've got our hinges on. We've got our hinges. All right, ready? Here we go. All right, wait. Fix the locks.
Oh gosh.
Turn this off.
So right over here.